just wanna be free with my people to prosper and hold it down. Don't you sit and wait, contemplating on a revolution. The time is now. I just wanna be free. 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 Can't you see? I just wanna be free.
Okay. Another episode of the Things I Wish I Knew About Money podcast. I'm your host, Kamille Smith. And if you don't know, it's March 8th, and it is International Women's Day. So I want to big up all the women, them, and all the men that support women as well. Big up yourself. Because, if it wasn't for if it wasn't for women, who knows how this world will be, right? And I was supposed to have a different episode, but last minute it was switched, which is no worries to me. I'm very flexible. I'm able to navigate the system as it goes. So I wanted to have a special tribute to women. I know I'm gonna have a next tribute during, what do you call it? Mother's Day. Yes. Oh my gosh, how did I forget? Mother's Day. But not only do I want to do it that way, but you know me, I like to do different things to set the mood, and I wanted to do a shout out for women so dearly. So I wanted to do a poem. Ideally, I wanted Shoshana to come true, aka Poetry Rookie. Obviously, she's not a rookie. But she has an event that's happening tonight, and she's like, Camille, I cannot come true. However, I can give you a video that would be ideal with your audience. And I said, all right, show me the one I should post, and I'm gonna post it. So she showed me one. Um, so that is what I'm going to do. Instead of having my original commercial, I'm gonna have this as a tribute, and this is how we're gonna start off um this episode. Okay, give me a second. I have to have it over here. I hope it's gonna play. It should play. To present. Yes, it's on Instagram. Bear with me. um, Hopefully it plays. It should play. The tab. Okay, so I'm gonna show that tab only. Let's see. Can you see it? You can see it. All right. Give me 2 seconds. It should work. Something else. I think I'll be able to hear it. 잠시만요. I don't want to hear my voice, but Okay, that's good. That's good. Oh, how are we gonna make this work? Okay, play. I'm just gonna let it play. I'm just gonna rock.
Stimulating with each step, no longer a peripheral, but the vision, a goddess. Each curve purposely crafted, skin glistening, ushering in the day, illuminating what you have been missing. Ascending to the pinnacle, my crown, overflowing with the heritage of my ancestors, coil after coil, haloed with inscripted teachings reaching beyond the depths of ordinary comprehension. Your gaze arrested, handcuffed, as you are mesmerized, anxious. Ain't never seen a silhouette like mine, an attempt only in your subconscious, only a figure you tried to conjure up, but your imagination would not dare to embark on duplicating this magnificent creation. I mean, not even your creator, the all-seeing, all-knowing, could have predicted that I was going to be a masterpiece, the Mona Lisa of humanity, the first wonder of the world, a title reserved for pyramids. But let's face it, my structure preceded them, conceived the mind that built them, and will succeed them. Not blasphemy, just reality. Vanity not within me, but it would be insanity for me not to admire me, for you not to desire me. Not just my flesh, but my mind, centering your perspective, awakening your nature, my creation, your unexpected submission. You see, I give your life permission. I quickly became imperative, the five elements of your existence. I am earth, your life source. Water, without me, your life's off course. Air, your vital resource. Space, the one you inhabit, giving you purpose, of course. Sun, blazing through your body, a survival source. But in an instant, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. I have always been in control, hence your relentless attempt to destroy me mentally and physically have always been a bust. Your fixation with this figure have you in a transgressing from your upbringing, or for some, your colonized understanding of womanhood, forgetting your genealogy. You see, no other can compare to the power I possess. I mean, by entering a room, I managed to capture your subconscious, crippled your conscious. Staring without shame, attempting to unlock my treasure chest, your cravings untamed, obsessed. In the past, this obsession led to dissection, humiliating my kind, only to learn we are blessed, yet overshadowed by incessant jealousy, deeming us animal-like and not the humankind. Sarah Bartman made a sideshow. People paid money to see the quote-unquote circus freak. Now, people pay money to look like this black queen at her peak. Speak. You are numb. My power, not voodoo, but it has a certain je ne sais quoi that have you mystified, petrified too. I don't blame you, but I ain't no mystery. My kind created your history. I'm a black woman, unapologetically. When I enter a room, I
Whoop, whoop,
command
whoop,
attention.
whoop, 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 whoop. Yes. Oh man, Shoshana, you do it again, and I can't wait to see you tonight. So I'm going to take the time to enjoy a good evening doing this. I'll even show you guys that, because if you have time to reach, reach. If not, I understand. But it's gonna be a good event. It's going to be a good event. Oh, OMG. It's $20. It's $20. So I'm sure there's someone that will be able to, be able to enjoy a good evening out with other folks. I should have said open with. Oh, bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. I always do this. Never fails. It never fails. It never fails. But I just wanted to show you, ladies and gentlemen, this, just in case you wanted to do something tonight. It's at 8:30. It's in Pickering, so it's a hop, skip, jump, and things. So I will show that real quick and then keep it moving. So yeah, this is where I'll be at. Starts at 7:30. Perfect timing. I really thought it was 8:30 actually. But it's okay. It's okay. Join me. I'll be there. Show like supporting my big sis and things. So come true if you can. All right. Alrighty then. So this week, as I said, it's international. Today is International Women's Day, and I thought, why not talk about women and the things that we have to face? Because I've been getting a lot of conversations about, oh, this and that, and I'm like, I don't disagree, but we both have to deal with certain things, right? So I don't really want to battle. Ah, boom, bam, bam. Hello, Binyan Cam. Hello, you got me all writing a Reddit. And that was a conversation we had earlier this week or last week, I believe. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to give sorry, I wanted to give a special shout out to the women out there, whether the all ages, all able or disable, and all them things, right? Um, we rule the world. Yeah. However, I have articles as I usually do when it comes to this, and I wanted to really stress about like breaking some certain barriers. So that's the reason for the name. Barriers. Be gone. Cuz we regardless if you're a lady or a guy, there are certain barriers that we are facing, right? And it's taking a little bit longer than it should for women to break these systems. So I did find an article that a couple articles that talks about this, right? I wonder if I want to do it like this. I sometimes I love showing you guys the article, but sometimes I want to type the the banners as well, just so you guys are still rocking with me, right? So brace with me, cause um, and while I'm at it, it is tax season. Uh, for the ones that have filled out the online questionnaire, you are the real MVP. I appreciate you. And for the ones that haven't yet, don't worry, I'm coming for you again. I'm coming for you again. But if you want to contact me to get your taxes done, that's there's how you can contact me. However, I want to talk about the financial challenges that women face and have to overcome, in a sense, right? So let me bring out the banner for that. So the sad thing about it is, mm, okay. So let's talk about these things. These things. Mm, 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 mm. Is that the one? Yeah. So this is from BDO.ca. I like focusing on Canadian base, and this is like someone that able to help with debt solutions. However, these are certain things. So I'm pretty sure there's some women that can relate with what's going on, but I'm also going to highlight the women that are doing amazing as well. So we'll talk about the bad and then end off with the good, right? So we've always had to deal most not all most will have to deal with the gender pay gap, whether you're white, Asian, black, disabled and stuff. There is a wide gap when it comes to like money, right? And not only with like ladies having to take care of people, being caregivers, being nurturers, these are certain things that these challenges ladies are going to always have like that, and have that disadvantage. And I respectfully say disadvantage. Is like someone I spoke to today. They're like, "Yo, we don't even get period days off," and I'm like, "You ain't never lie," because I know there's things that we obviously men can work whenever. Some, most. But let me tell you, baby, when that monthly biatch comes, there's a high, there's a high probability that I can't work that day, right? And if you see me, you see me on why that happens. But yes, as I say, the first one is the gender pay gap. And I really don't like this, right? Like, why is it to be like that? Why is this a challenge still? Right? And I feel like Mini on Cav's gonna say they don't even want to keep stock. Sorry. I always start. They don't even want to keep stock of feminine products in the office washrooms. Listen, you know what? That's debatable. And I'm gonna say why it's debatable. Um, what if I don't use that brand? I don't use every brand, eh? And oh, I have to double check if this terrorist war, if always is gonna be part of this terrorist war, because I don't want that life. I'm okay with using always, right? But I don't think. Don't get me started with them having it in the men's washroom too. Unless the men's gonna take it home to their sister, mom, wife, partner, whatever. I don't see the point of that being in the men's washroom. But that's just me. This is just my opinions. You don't have to be mad at me, please. Don't. But yeah, the first one is we earn 84% or 84 cents for every dollar. That's kind of wild, and that's the stats in 2022, and hopefully it has increased in the last couple years because we are in 2025. That's kind of annoying, right? And don't even get me started with Indian. Whoa, wow, blacks, people of color. I'm gonna say people of color because I'm clearly struggling right now, right? Don't get me started with them, like, because they're. I'm pretty sure you'll see that it's like 45%, 45, 60 cents to 70 cents. I think I've seen, right, for people of color. Um, However, like they said, since 2007, sorry, it was 15%. So there's a plus. The other challenge is being a caregiver. Let me just pour my apple juice. Being a caregiver. Being a caregiver has been the most challenging thing I've ever done. And this makes me always say to mothers, kudos to you because I don't know how you ladies do it. And yes, there's great fathers out there too. But I actually don't know how the ladies do it. Kudos to you. Golly Bob. But like I said, the women's gonna have to take the day off if their kid's sick or if a family member's sick most times. They're gonna have to be losing work, losing sleep when things like that happen. So it's like, look, it says nearly one third of women looked after or provided unpaid care to children, and almost one quarter, 23%, provided unpaid care to adults with long-term conditions or disabilities. Um, that's from 2023. It is a extremely challenging thing. And to the folks that haven't experienced it yet, I am so sorry when you do because it's not going to be easy road. Anyone that knows my story knows how exhausted I am and things. But I got to keep it moving, right? And same thing if a woman's pregnant and all that stuff. Um that's just another challenge that ladies have to go through. And I'm not saying you men don't have that issue too because you want to support you guys are also caregivers or nurturers, but you know who it falls down on first, right? And then challenge 3 is the lack of confidence with financial matters. This one's surprising to me. This one is a little bit surprising to me, but I mean I get it because what in and this could be mostly American, but it can still trickle down to the Canada. Um, Most women didn't have a bank account until like what the 1950s, 1960s, so it's kind of wild. But it makes sense why there's a lack of confidence when it comes to financial matters. I am fortunate enough to see many women in my life that is holding down the fort, whether they're making more, understanding more. And 1970, boom, boom, see, 1970. I'm fortunate enough to see that women as of now are more confident at the moment. And I believe Minion Cam, you said last week that women are better investors, and that's because we're probably more cautious about our finances. So 1970, we didn't even get to handle banking alone until 1970. So it makes sense why we have a challenge when it comes to lack of confidence with financial matters, right? So these are just things that I want people to understand, and I could go off on a rant with other things, but I'm not. Um there's reasons why some women have that hush account, or what's it? Vex money. Why women have vex money when it comes to going out and things. Like, it all makes sense now when we we couldn't handle a bank alone until 1970. So don't tell me, oh, I sorry, I was about to go on a rant. Sorry. So basically, in 2024, they're found while majority of women feel that they're in control of their finances, 75%, they they're still behind on many categories related to financial literacy and confidence. And they're saying that women were 7% less likely than men to create an annual budget, and 4% less likely to have a written financial plan. That's wild, right? And we sure are. My financial planner said I'm very good with my investment choices. And you know what? Where I used to work, um, yes, most of the men were talking to the CFP, but they also made sure the wife was in it because she wanted to have a better understanding too. And I think that's very important for both parties to be able to know what's going on in the finances, especially in the household. No one should be left in the dark. And that's just my opinion, right? Um, Improving my pudding, my RDSP growth is 25% since 2020. Poop pussy! What? I know sometimes you guys can't hear it, but I am gonna get a soundboard just now. Trust me. But no, like stuff like that. Like, it's overwhelming when I see these stats that women were less likely to create a budget or things like that. And I hope, soon enough, there's more women that will be more encouraged to do that, right? And then what? And this one I believe. Fewer than half of the women surveyed, 44%, said they have conversations with their family member when they were growing up, but said they had about things like budgeting, savings, or financial planning. And I'll say this, it was because I went to school for it that I was more engulfed with talking about it, right? I wouldn't say I'm 100% confident with all financial matters, because there's still things about like investing I'm comfortable with. But when it comes to like flipping properties, rental, real estate, I should say, real estate, I'm gonna stay in my lane. Or if it's life insurance, I get budgeting, savings, investing, maybe estate planning or trust, like a trust fund. Those are the things I'm not 100% comfortable, but that's why I seek others to talk about that. And I'll tell you this, I love talking about financial literacy or personal finance. It's just when because of my business and I speak a lot about it, I realize that sometimes people get like take my interest for weakness and try to get as much information as possible without saying, "Okay, I got all the stuff I need. Bye." Right? And that to me is not cool. But mm. And we have plenty of books on finances. Just make sure you're reading the appropriate book for your country. Exactly. And that's one thing as well. Um, it's very, as much as I like this book, as much as I like this book, I shouldn't, sorry, it's Women's Day. Sorry, ladies. Let me- I know it's right there. Is it here? Here's one closer. As much as I like this, well, this one's better because it's Canadian. Damn, Budgetista, I want to show yours. Oh, I think this is it. This might be Michelle Obama, actually. Ooh. But at least, I have the book, right? And another book. Oh, I'm so sad it's not close to me. But like books like the American ones is annoying because like I can't yes, I can relate with a 401k because it's a RSP or a Roth IRA because it's a TFSA. But it's kind of annoying when I'm getting those books and it's talking more about American stuff and I don't want to relate with y'all right now. And not because of the tariffs, I promise. But yeah, these are the three that I find is really a barrier for us. And ooh, of course, I have a poll. Give me a second. Okay, if I'm doing the poll, I'm gonna keep this up then. I gotta keep this up and then work over here. Okay. So how do we fix this? So now, we know the three challenges that women have to face. How do we fix it? Golly. Give me one moment. I really love these polls, right, y'all? So, oh, I got scared for a second. I thought it was showing something else. No, don't share this one. Okay, so Ross. Let me scroll down just a little bit. Mm. So, how can women improve their finances? One first things first is books. Like Mignon Cam mentioned, books, 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 books. Books will help. Books will help. I'm really stuck on podcasts. I listen to a lot of podcasts. Um, some guilty pleasures, some that fuel my mind. Um, I'm try. I did start the book. I did start the book or the audio book. 12 week year, something like that. Tomato, tomato. I have started it. I think I'm in 3 hours, exactly 3 hours, and there's 2 hours left. So I like to fuel my mind with certain things. That's one thing. Books, having conversations with like-minded people that like to, or like finding a mentor. What did you say here? You need to know your country financial system first, then branch out to other countries' books so you are not bored or confused. That is very true. And sometimes there are workshops around the city or online as well. Credit Canada has a lot of webinars. Yeah, I like webinars as well. I've been also in a lot of webinars because ideally with being a bookkeeper and working towards my CFP, I have to still educate myself. There's what's the word? Continue education that I have to continue to do. So I've been doing that. Um, I've been staying on point with that. I'm actually really proud of myself regards that. So yeah, just improving your financial literacy. And you can have games like playing cards that are gonna come out eventually. Just give me a time. All right. And then starting from basic. if you personally know your knowledge about personal finance or financial literacy, go to a professional or go to webinars, whether it's free or not free. Go to those so you're able to learn more. You will not know everything. Remember, when we were born, do we know how to run? No. We started crawling first. And we were able to, stand up and fall back, but then we were able to walk and then eventually jog and run. So it's the same concept when it comes to financial literacy. It's actually the same concept. We learned everything we have on this earth. Yeah. Yeah, like it just there's no shame in your game. Like you have the opportunities to learn these things, right? Give me a second because there's one poll that I wanted to. Is it this one? I think it's this one. There. Yeah, 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 yeah. So the question of the day for the poll, and I'll post it up here. Which factors do you believe most helps in overcoming financial obstacle? And you know what? This one is not only for women; it's for men too. Because I feel like um, I gotta give shout out to the guys that do support women. Like I mean, I'm always going to shout you out, sir. Kurt Henry. Such an amazing mentor. The stuff that I've learned, and I want to give a shout out to my old boss, my former boss, Steven. He's passed though. Next month is his birthday. He taught me a lot as well when it came to like the financial literacy aspect. Um, but obviously you gotta pick up my mentor first. Um, Also other people like sorry, big up the men that like do support women and teach them the right way and not trying to, swindle themselves in your life and things. And you know what I mean when I say that. So here is the poll. Start it off. So anyone that's in the chat, is it more? Oh, hold on. Man, I'm probably gonna have to do a bracket for that one. Eek. Oh dear. Hold on. The last one is going to be vice versa for you ladies and gentlemen. Okay? So it could go either or. All right. So the poll is up. If you're in the chat, please. I want to see your vote. A vote away. You know. Let me go back. Eek. This is what happens when you have too many tabs open. There. So yes, I said it first. The second one is create a budget. I feel like it's very interesting. I was listening to another podcast and they were talking about big up. Golly, I know the name, but I'm having a blank. It was actually a wonderful topic. I really enjoyed it, and it wasn't even about millennials. It was about Gen Zs. Um, but they were talking about creating a budget, and whether you want to call it a budget or a spending plan, whatever floats your boat, right? Um, Killing off that stuff. Rich and Regular, golly, sorry, Rich and Regular podcast, right? They're really great. They're talking about creating a budget, and sometimes like that generation is not going to follow the same way that my generation, millennials or Gen Zs, nope, Gen X, baby boomers, and silent generations will do it, right? So, but you know what? I still think that creating a budget will still keep you focused on your whys and your goals, right? Let's see. I wanted to woman. I want two options. Oh, hmm. Sorry, I didn't make it so you're able to select two. I should have done that. I guess I could have done. Next time, just go on Spotify and be able to choose more than one. Would I put it on tomorrow? Um, So I think creating a budget, now I think creating a budget is a great way to help with when it comes to your children's budget, your budget, the family budget, and things like that. But also being overwhelmed and trying to figure out, oh, how am I going to be able to manage all this? And the greatest thing is like when I do my webinar with Black Moms Connection, shout them out because they're always I keep rocking with them and they're rocking with me. That's the one thing I talk about. I talk about a budget, but it's not only about a budget, it's about having the mindset about which budget works for you, right? And I believe Minion, Cam, and I spoke about that. Oh, I guess I should have said that. There isn't even all of the above. You know what? That's my fault. I should have done that too. I will do that. Can I edit it? Hold on. Let me see if I can edit it. I'm not gonna edit it. Next time I'll have all of the above for a question like that, actually. But yeah, when it comes to budgeting, like me on Cam and I spoke about that, and there's different ways to budget, right? Not every budget's gonna work for everyone, right? There's gonna be a budget that works for a woman that has two kids. There's gonna be a budget that works for a mom that has or a woman that has no kids but is married or is a caregiver, right? So I would say look for the budget that works for you and your household because it's gonna be different for everyone, right? And I really want people to stress, the one thing about a budget that I want to stress is paying yourself first. Every time I pay myself first, or I put money to the side just for a rainy day. Because guess what? Shit's gonna happen. And I just found out, y'all. And you guys are gonna laugh at me. We are in the pre-shadow of Mercury retrograde. I was wondering why something happened to me of a previous week, and it dawned to me. Mercury retrograde's coming. So salute to everyone that's believes that, but I'm already over that, and it's barely even started. But yes, okay. But when it comes to a budget, I want you, ladies and gentlemen, because you can support your women too, with this budget and stuff. I'm not saying support her and make it rain on her or whatnot. I mean as supporting her goals and stuff, and that's with savings and trying to pay off your debt, right? If you're able to look at the money that's coming in and money coming out and seeing how you can increase your income, that's the way. That's gonna be the new wave. I don't whatever people down south are doing that's effing up the stock market. The only way that we can make this work is finding different ways to increase our income, right? Sad to say. And then the third one is building your savings. So I love talking about savings. I don't care if you have a treat yourself. Oh, I think I have that. Oh, wait. I think I still have that one open. Ooh, yes, I do. Do I have it still? Oh, it's all good. There's a treat yourself. There's a Osh fund. There is actually I'm gonna type that one because there's so many different types of savings you can think about, right? I need to move these books. Put the books over here. So um treat yourself. And this is for single women, the mothers, treat yourself when it comes to savings and to stay sane. Treat yourself, right? It's very important to have that peace of mind and keep that journey of budgeting is when you treat yourself, right? Because if all else fails, like you can reward yourself when you accomplish a goal as well, right? And I think that's very important. Um the next one, and this, gosh, I can't tell you how many people I know that is being that I'm saying this to them for their situations that's happening. An OSH fund. Whether you have a broken external hard drive, a leaking car, a broken down car, your house, something's wrong, something in your house, yeah, you slipped and mash up your ankle so you can't even go to work. Having this fund is very necessary, right? And then the other one I would say is emergency fund, and this is whether it's 3 to 6 months protecting of necessary expenses. Right now, I even say it should be 6 to 9 months, but that that comes with time with building that, right? Having emergency fund. Oh, she calls it, okay. So Gail calls it the pleasure category. Let me sip my drink, my apple juice, because I'm actually doing a sober tax season. It's been 2 weeks, I think, and I'm actually okay. I don't even miss it really that much. Um, mm, with pleasure. I'll keep calling it. I will continue to call it treat yourself. Then you have a financial freedom savings, and this is like investing. So eventually, ideally, what I want you ladies to think or men to think is you have the habit of saving, and then you're able to take some of that money and to invest. Um, Even though the market is pretty trash right now, and I'll show you. Um, I really love. I will always show an example about investing because I think even for women, you should learn how to invest and invest wisely, and not just like do like um, nonsense investing or trading. And you know what? Who am I to say? Because I've done it too. I have a risque account and I have a conservative account, and golly, my conservative account is pretty nice, but it could be doing better, and that is a discussion I'm gonna have soon enough. I think me and on Cam and I explained like not doing dollar cost average or depositing every month, every year. You'll really see the detrimental of not having that habit of saving and investing. So I'll even show this again. That must have been yesterday, which is surprising because it was down at one point, right? Um, but price gone up, right? So in one day, not even 1%, but it's gone down 4%. And I know someone's gonna say, "See, I told you, investing's not good for us." And if you look a month, like 5%, it's been down. But if you look 6 months ahead, kind of in the same place. If you started, well, no, not same. You're almost at the same place, ideally, right? But if you look year to date, which it probably will suck, yes, because right now, shit, things are rough. So it's down about 2%. But if you started a year ago, you would see you'd be up 12%, right? And if you remember the rule of 72, and I always talk about the rule of 72 because that's how we're able to rule of 72 divided by 12. I'm going to round down today. Every 6 years, your money is gonna double. So if you put out $100 or $10,000, it's gonna go in 6 years' time. It'll go up to 200 or 20,000. In the next 12 years, it will go up to 400 or 40,000, so on and so forth, right? And that's if you started a year ago. So you'll see like, ooh, 5 years from now, it's gonna be up this way. However, check this out. If you started 5 years ago, so just when the pandemic oh yeah, oh, yo, I'll never forget that day. So March is really rough for me because of just the cycle of remembering things. But yo, I'll never forget March 13, 2020, when I was on my monthly ting and I was trying to get some feminine products and it was gone because everyone wanted to act like a mad person when the pandemic just started, right? But I digress. 5 years ago, if you started, especially if you started, and I'm not even, I'll show you, I will do a post on the, what is it, 13th? The 20th. Okay, so if you started March 20th, like a week after everything shut down, you'll see how beneficial it is to invest, right? So 93%. So imagine 72 divided by 93. Every 7 months, ideally, your money would have doubled. I think I'm off by a little bit, but like imagine that. Imagine that, right? So less than a year, your money will double each time. So that's why it's very important to frigging invest. Um, and I always tell y'all to invest, right? And it's the same thing with building your savings. And then the last one is sinking fund. For those folks that do holiday, so Easter, so Lent is happening right now, so it's actually the perfect time to me um to give up alcohol, and Ramadan to my Ramadan people. So I'm kind of doing both in a sense. So shout out to y'all. Um, you know that there's something that's gonna happen every year, right? Or same time every year, or you're gonna plan a vacation, you're gonna do Christmas holidays, you're gonna do something for your birthday and all that stuff. Why not have a sinking fund where you can have that stuff set, right? And then whether you put it in a high interest savings account or your TFSA where you can invest it and stuff, it's all up to you. Maximize on this ish, right? However, remember, if you make more than 20, 25 bucks in interest, I believe, you're gonna be getting a T5. So I actually haven't started anyone's taxes yet because I know there's some folks that still have to wait for their RSP contribution to show their T3, T5, and stuff. I've actually looked at some folks' CRA account and I don't see anything yet. So I'm not starting it, but all in due time. Unless you're a latecomer. If you're late for like 2023, give me a call. All right. Um, and then there is help with support and stuff. There are businesses or companies that are willing to help you before a little fee, or for someone that's unbiased like myself, you can contact me. I'm all about finding a way how you're able to to build your savings, create a budget, and then help you on your financial literacy, right? I'm really striving for that. But I also want to talk about another barriers that women have to face when it comes to savings and how to overcome it. Because this purpose of this episode is to encourage women and men that are supporting their women mentally, emotionally, spiritually. I'll say it that way. These are the things that you'll want to consider, right? Um, and this is at Yahoo. Big up Yahoo and things. Doo, doo, doo. Oh, and if you really want to support Camille, if you really want to support her, buy me a coffee. Buy me a coffee. I am tired. It's tax season and I'm still doing bookkeeping stuff. I actually have to tell a story on how interesting it is doing bookkeeping and learning so much more as I add new clients and stuff. Golly Bob. But I digress. Sorry. 5 barriers women face to saving money and how to overcome it. Uh, and it's so ironic that they posted it today because I found it literally a couple hours ago, right? Like 6 a.m. Golly, ma'am, how you? And but this is American, so I gave you one Canadian. I'm giving you one American. Um, Most Americans are dissatisfied with the amount of money they saved last year. Ooh, I can concur. However, I did save up the amount that I usually save up with my challenge. So, phew, but as life goes, you gotta use it up sometimes and just build it back up, right? So they found that very dissatisfied, completely dissatisfied. Golly, 40% versus 28%. That's unfortunate. So women are far more dissatisfied with saving money, right? So they found in 2022 women reportedly saved an average of 31.46, while men save more than double that figure. Fuck. That's a lot. That is a lot. Um I need to showcase this a little bit more, y'all. This is a lot. Don't let that fool you. Edit that. Even even though now this is American. So imagine, golly. I still think this is a good number. This is a great number, but I know that there's certain races or statuses that racist statuses that can't say the same that they say this much, right? But I digress. Um, Now you're wondering why, and we talked about it earlier, so I'm not gonna talk about this again. The gender gap, pay gap, is one of the reasons, right? Career interruptions, um, that's career interruptions. And if you guys remember what happened to me and my family in November, my dad had got sick and had a stroke. I literally stopped working for that whole month that he was there. And when I mean stop working, I mean I did the bare minimum. If someone said, "Yo, Cam, you have to come to this weekly thing," that is the only thing I was doing. I was like, "Okay, I'll make it work, but I'm gonna be in the hospital. You probably hear doo doo doo." It was a mess. So I literally had like that interruption. That interruption was real. Um, so to women that have to do it, kudos to you. Or and then I remember like when I worked at the old spot I worked at, and like I had a friend that worked there. If her children were sick, she had to take off work, right? If my family had an appointment to go, I had to take off work. Like career interruptions is real. I don't want to hear nothing to anyone. Longer life expectations. I mean, this happens. Most women um outlive men. You say more than 5 years, especially what's that saying? Sometimes when like in a marriage, I'm not saying for every. If the man passes away first, the woman will be good for a longer time than vice versa. And that's why I'm been putting in work, y'all. Like when I lost my mom, I had to make sure like my dad's good and things, and it's kind of a lot, but I think we've balanced it enough that he's able to do that. Ooh, yes, and disability. Disability has already, yes, was already career interruption. I couldn't add children to that life. Listen, listen, I understand. Golly. But kudos to the folks, to the women that do have children and are able to manage. It is, and it's hard. It's hard. But yeah, a longer life expectations. This is the reason why there's a barrier, and I guess the idea is, you've saved this much, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh shucks, I'm actually gonna live longer than I thought, and you don't have enough money saved. That's why that's why I've been showing you, ladies and gentlemen, the investing, right? So just paying tax. That's a I think I heard this phrase differently another time. That's why I got stumped. Um, pink tax. Inflation isn't the only culprit when it comes to higher costs. On top of already elevated prices for everyday goods, women tend to pay a premium from certain products and services. Mhm. That's why I've never heard it called pink tax. Deodorant, haircuts, and dry cleaning. Haircuts are more expensive. Haircuts are. Ooh, yes, yes. Okay, you know what? I won't say the haircuts because I don't know. Like, I know some guys that will do a haircut every week or every 2 weeks. Yo, but when I get my hair did, and I know my homegirls could be like, Camille, you are. I should be hearing from you soon. You will be hearing from me soon. Trust me. It's expensive. The upkeeps for a woman is expensive if you really take it in. Like the nail shit, I'm not doing that shit again. Fudge that. I said what I said. But yeah, pink tax. That's wild. Oh, even razors. You know what is true about razors, and that friggin' pisses me off. But I digress. Student loan debt. Many Americans face hefty student loan balances, but women shoulder a greater percentage. Um, I understand why, because ideally more women go do post-secondary schooling, while the guys just like, go out into the field. So they do have to deal with the student loan. And I remember for sure when it came to like, when I paid off OSAP or Sally Mae for the Americans, I don't know about the other countries. When I paid off OSAP, I was like, hallelujah. That took like what? It was from 2011 to 2017. I was so happy when I paid off that shit. Like, and I know people that are still dealing with that, and there's some people that are paying like almost 600 a month. Golly. Imagine when you get rid of that and you can actually put that into investing and savings. It's a different beast, right? So these are the struggles that, some I think there's more. Nope, there's no more. So these are like five barriers that women have to face. People, I should say people. Um it's a women's show. Women have to face. My student loan went into the consumer proposal. That thing will not grow back as long as I do not apply for a new one. Okay. Okay. Wait, does that mean you didn't have to pay it fully? Golly. I should have done it that way. No, I'm joking. That's another way to do it, but if honestly sometimes paying off debt, it's such a sigh of relief. Um it is. So I have one more. I'm gonna do one more. I did have two more, but I feel like they're both the same, and I like Investopedia. I'm not shaming the New Brunswick one. Actually, I'll do both. Okay, fine. I'll do both. I'll do both. So this one's real quick. This one's real quick. Actually, I need to take that thing off because it's actually bothering me. So, investing in yourself. Okay? It is so ideal to invest in yourself. I just remember what time that event is, eh? So I have to wrap up real soon. Invest in yourself. A guide to financial resilience. So basically, believe in yourself is the one thing. Hands down. If you don't believe in yourself, who else is gonna believe in you, right? Unless you have a great support system, a great support team, and that's like a lot about community is just being able to know that you have the abilities to manage your finances and you'll be able to overcome whatever ish you have going. All right. I like this one. I always talk about this, and this is very crucial. I'm gonna stop sharing this one. This one's very crucial. Um, this is the only way that you'll be able to scale up as well is networking or getting a mentor or having a strategic partnership or strategic partnership. Yeah. So the point of networking is to align with other people. The point of a mentor is to help you see your blind spots because you're always gonna have blind spots, right? So that's ideal. You want that to happen. I think this is something Minion Cam and I mentioned before. You should really take it from here. So is mm, mm, is participate in financial educational class or program. Ooh, for Black moms, I'm sorry to my other people of color. This is the organization I do. There, I think I could say it because like now they're looking for more moms to do the program, the Finlit program. So and it's free. It's for 8 weeks. Participating in a financial educational class or program is ideal. You'll be able to learn something new, learn something new. So that's ideal. Also, play your part in avoiding gender bias. Um, yes, there's roles with men and women when it comes to um certain businesses, certain spaces, but if you sometimes I don't even see it as a issue. I'm just like, okay, well, I saw it go, right? So I would say don't think about it too much because shit, there's I know more women that are making six figures than men that I know personally. And I guess that's just based on the taxes I do. And obviously, I'm not going to air out their business. But yo, oh man, you guys are doing it. You guys are doing it. Doing it. And for the guys that are six figures, kudos to you as well, right? But golly, Bob. And then another one, develop a good saving habit. I really strive for folks, especially women, because you never know. At the end of the day, if you have a child, you're going to be left with that child most times. 8 out of 10 times, I'll say. Yes, I'm throwing out numbers, but I'm just saying, save for a rainy day. Have a safety net. You never know what's gonna happen. You want to make sure that you have your ish together, right? And also, this one's really important. This one's really important. I don't care if you're 20, 30, 40, or even friggin' 50. It's actually never too late to start. Are you a little behind if you start investing in your 50s? Yeah, but at least you'll be able to focus on what's happening now. And you realize, shit, okay, I jumped on this investing thing late. Let me make the best of what I can do now. And then even that, you'll be able to help your offsprings and stuff and show them the challenges that you had to face and be able to do that, right? So it's actually, I feel like it's never too late to start, whether it's start to save, to invest. Just do it. Just do it. You'll thank yourself in the long run. And then, like I said, just listen to different financial literacies to help you improve, right? There's so many resources. There's me. You can ask me for help. Right? Okay. And then the last one. What's this one? You know what? This is something that I've acknowledged and I want to change that direction in somewhat, and I know you're good. When you hear this, you're gonna be like, yo, Cam, I've been telling you this from last year. You're supposed to have a due date. Is why are so few women in finance? Um, I was told that if I got my CFP, so my Certified Financial Planning designation, that I would make a killing because there's not a lot of, especially Black women, in in the finance world in that aspect. And I believe it because yo, even where I was working last, um, I was practically the only Black lady there. But there are other women as well. But the knowledge that I received being there, and just because I was looking at high earners, and this is the stuff that I provide for you guys, like that information, like throughout the years. Um, oh, 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 it'd be such a game changer once I actually get my CFP and frigging put in that work. Golly, Bob. Hold on. That's my calendar, you guys see if you're seeing. Greetings, greetings. Oh, shucks. Hey, when did all this come? Wait. I didn't see this. Nope, it's from 2005. It falls in the Oh, okay. Yeah, like I find that because women are more nurturers. I most friends I know are um in education, nurses, um what else? I have some lawyer friends. I have some lawyer friends. HR, um but more in that, it's hard to say. Like I know folks in finance, but I don't know most that are like corporate finance or like investor. I don't know an investor friend. I have friends that like like to talk about investing, but not as much as I have those conversations with men, right? I can't wait to have those type of conversations, and I love talking about it. So I can't wait to find like ladies that like to talk about finance and like that, right? But that's just me. If you have and Dr. Vibe, I see that you're here. Please select the poll, please and thank you, please. And how are you, sir? I've realized we haven't talked in a little bit. I think you went traveling and stuff, so I hope everything is well and all that stuff. Um, but yeah, I think it's really important for it's important for ladies to be in STEM. Okay, so I know most ladies in accounting or bookkeeping, but in investing, mm-mm. And I want to find more ladies. I think it's more so in the States, but I want to find ladies here that are like really gung ho on investing. So if anyone knows anyone that really likes investing, and I mean like investing, like yo, let's talk about futures, let's talk about option trading. I only have those discussions with guys, right? Or let's talk about forex, and not that forex where it's like not legit. I don't want not MLM shit, but like legit stuff, right? That's what I mean. So I just find that not a lot of women are in finance. And if you agree with me, oh, oh, I thank you, young man. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Has anyone experienced that they don't really see women in finance, like the particular spot I'm talking about? Let me know if I'm wrong. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm just not looking good enough, right? But what is this? Close. Um, what does it say? And this is American again. Sorry. Um, only six, golly. So only six of 107 largest financial institutions um, in America are run by female CEOs in 2019. All right. Oh, I can. It's big enough that I can read it here. There are some working in companies, yeah, but not as much as men. Obviously, like as it says, out of six out of 107. That's not even 1%, really. Golly. Hold on, let me make sure I'm doing the numbers right. Yeah, it's not even 1%. Not even 1%, right? So yeah, that's a little concerning. But while in like 2024, it's gone up. So 4% of CEOs in the Fortune 500, 9% in the Russell 3000 companies, and 7.8% of CEOs in S&P 500. So I mean, we're getting there, right? We're getting there. Ooh, okay, wait. My trauma of money cohort is about 90% women, and they come from all backgrounds. Okay, I was supposed to join that. I'll definitely join that next. What is it? You said it finishes in July, and that would probably be a better time for me, actually. Um, so yeah, so there could be lack of role models, mentorship, managerial support. Work balance. I can see the work balance because golly, when I'm popped down, eh? I am popped down. Um, so where are all the women in finance? So let's see. So they say percentage of men and women entering the field is roughly equal. Men typically raise to the top faster than women do. Example is of 2022. 50% of venture capital check writers were women, and companies founded by women accounted for merely 2% of all virtual capital investments. Golly, 19% of investment partners were women in 2022 compared to 11% in 2016. Dang. So see, even what is this? Email them for the next cohort. Yeah, I definitely want to do that. So yeah, this is something because and even that. So even venture capital, am I saying it right? Venture, yeah, venture capital. I didn't learn about that until like last year or so, right? Those are like the higher up um finance things, right? So like real estate, venture capital, these things aren't really spoke about to women as much as men. So you know what, ladies, we gotta be around the men. We gotta go to, what is it? You guys go to the golf club, um, cigar bar, I guess. Actually, I can't say where I've been, but it's a great chance to meet other like-minded people, and it's like what's the word? Club members only. So like going to club member events is ideal to be able to be around these things, and then even private equity, right? Um, so I think it's getting a little bit better. It says here that greater focus on improving diversity, with women holding 48% of all entry level roles, and that's the thing. Like most women are in entry level um things, but only the last time I dealt or I was at a company where the lady was, what is it? She was the president. She was not a kind person, that's for sure. But I digress. I can't even tell you the stories I have experience in businesses. That's why I prefer like having my own business. But yo, sometimes being in the corporate world is something else, yeah. And then 35% of junior level investment jobs. So I really want to meet these ladies. Golly. So if you know anyone, tell me to how to find them. LinkedIn. Actually, I feel like I'm supposed to message someone still. I'm kind of slacking on that one. What's this? Mm. So okay, so it says here, women of color are particularly unrepresented in financial services above entry level positions. That's why I said someone told me that I would make a killing in it, right? Because I'd be able to be relatable, and then I would have to do the code switch, so I'd be able to be able to speak to anyone. But yeah, 64% of financial service C-suite executives are still white men, and 23% are white women. Golly, that means 9%. 9% for men of color, and then 4% for women of color. So we need to join forces and be able to find how we can, scale up and stuff. And that comes with education and just being having that confidence. I said before, there's a lack of confidence with stuff, right? Let's see, the business school impact. Based on business school enrollments, the number of people studying finance and business tends to skew towards men. Fair enough. Um, but found that women accounted for 42% of all full-time MBAs. Yeah, I see that. Usually, women love a continuing education, love to go back to school and things for higher education and that PhD, just to say like, yo, I'm up there. Um, and things. And what else? And this is, I can only imagine what happens for women with disability or men with disability. Um, like their enrollment with this as well, or even getting into the C-suite. Mini on cam, I think that's something that you can talk about as well, because those statistics would be wild. Let's try and scroll this one. Um, let's see. So I think one of the things is investing in young women. I definitely want to find a way to give back. There's the Boys and Girls Club, or other aspects. So having a mentor, being a mentor, definitely would want to do that more, like 5 years from now when I'm in my 40s, and my knowledge is um amazing to be able to reach out down back to the teenagers, the 20-year-olds, or even them following this YouTube, because it's me just telling my story on how to make younger women better off and stuff. That's why I always strive, invest first, like invest early and stuff. So I like that there's a non for profit, Girls Who Invest. Um, but it's in the States. It should be one. They should branch it off to Toronto too, and so it's offering designed to motivate interest and inspire young women to join the investment management and greater financial service. That's really dope. Like that's something we definitely need to do. Not only does she bring 25-year, okay, I can't say the lady's name, so I'm skipping her name. But she's bringing 25 years of investment experience to the non-for-profit, and this is really dope. This is dope. And there was another lady that I seen online, but they're American. I want someone in Canada, right? She's not alone. There's another lady, a Wall Street veteran that aims to make financial products more accessible to women through investing tools, access to financial planners, education, and coaching. Yeah, built by women for women. We're not gonna leave the men hanging either. Um, both can learn from each other. Remember, like Mini Cam said, women make are better investors, just because of like not taking that risk and things, right? And let's see, business schools are also getting in on an action. So not just focus on financial careers. Oh, there's a set. Okay, okay. So we really want to try to remove. So this is the thing. When we think about different avenues that we can think of, like STEM, finance, C-suites, and CEOs or more entrepreneurs that are actually doing it right, then we're able to remove these barriers, building community and empowering more women, and then also getting that support from our men, and then just building that confidence and skills. I think that's more ideal. Risk awareness. So I'm getting tired, and I don't want to do this. I'm getting tired, like with repeating myself, because I know that there is a good amount of women. They say 23% of exec. That's wild. That's just wild to me. That's only 4% women of color that's in the C-suites. But women that are having businesses definitely, we're killing that too. That's increasing ever so often. So I love that. Um, yeah, the bottom line, thank God, slowly but surely wins the race, and surely, with certain things, women will be able to overcome this. But I really want to stress that some women, I know, teacher, um, being a teacher, being a nurse, being that nurturing person is ideal. But yo, let's get into these, like, yo, be an engineer, be a scientist, be in the trades. Let's get into every aspect. Be in finance, be an investor. We can do this. Okay, ladies? It's our time to be empowered and stuff. Hold on. Mini on Cam said something. Women remain committed to their financial plans and asset allocation. Studies indicate that women tend to outperform. That's what you've been saying. Okay, outperform in long-term wealth creation due to their patience, discipline, and risk awareness. And that's from Economic Times. I believe that. And also because we have to think about the family aspects, right? Want to make more conservative um, moves and things. So I totally understand that. So I'm down for that. Um, I love it. I love it. I love it. So at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen that are supporting ladies, thank you, or women, however you want to say it. I appreciate y'all. Like I am so proud of my friends that are making 6K and killing it in whatever they do. I'm so proud of the women that hold it down as mothers, as lovers, as caregivers, as nurturers. It ain't easy. That's for sure, right? And I just want to give a tribute to you ladies and salute to the men that acknowledge that and support their women in their lives that are doing that. And big up Andre. I saw a post that he was praising Charmaine, that she literally is the reason why his business is so successful, right? Remember, there's with a good man, there's always a next there's I was gonna say next woman, sorry. There's always a woman by his side, making him become a better person, and then vice versa, right? But um make sure you guys support your assets in your life, which is the women in your life that are building you up, and also be an asset for that woman and build her up too. And don't say like, oh, I'm the reason why, and I don't want women to say that either, so don't do that, okay? You're in this, you're, whether it's your partner, sibling, um peers or whatever, just be in people's lives to make their lives better at the end of the day. That's all I can say. But yeah, big up yourselves. It's another episode. I am totally late for this event. But if you're able to reach Pickering and go to this women's event, by all means, I'll be there. Obviously, I'll be late. As long as I get there before Shoshana performs, I am A-OK. But yes, folks, make sure you tell your women in your lives that you love them, you appreciate them, and support them anyway, and vice versa, women. Um, be grateful for the men that are in your life that are mentoring us as well and are not trying to pull a fast one when they do that. There's no like they're not scheming and things to be in our lives and stuff, right? That's when it's always gray area. But make sure you like, comment, tell a friend, and subscribe. And until next time. Ooh, I'm gonna have next couple weeks. It's just gonna be pre-recordings. Um, and it's gonna be for it's still Black Health. Why do I say it wrong? Black Mental Health Month. So I really want to talk about that and see how it and it will be able to associate with finances as well. So make sure you guys tune in for the next couple weeks. Yeah. Until next time, folks. Peace, love, and harmony. Much love.
I just wanna be free with my people to prosper and hold it down. Don't you sit and wait, contemplating on a revolution. The time is now. I just wanna be free. I just wanna be free. I just wanna be free.